killed the whole live. That's not normal. So, damn it. Hopefully everybody gets the re-notification and comes back over to this live, because it wouldn't let me go back into the other live. Absolutely weird. I don't know what the hell happened there. Normally I can swipe in and out of YouTube if I gotta like send a text message or something, but it apparently didn't like that time. So I don't know what happened. I don't know. I don't know. And now it's not letting me. Oh, YouTube's all screwy today. Hey, Real, welcome in. I don't know what happened. We were live, and then YouTube, I went to send a text message to Josie to let her know we were here. And, because I know she hasn't been getting notifications. So I went to send the text message to Josie to let her know we were here. And when I tried to come back into the live, it wouldn't let me back. So I don't know what the heck the deal was with that, but whatever. It is what it is. So we're back. We're hanging out. All right. So far on the vote, all you saw was some UFO. Hey, welcome in, J Braid. That's so weird. That is so weird. Yeah, we're back. I don't know. I don't know what happened. Usually it'll let me scroll in and out. Like if I get a text message or whatever, it'll let me scroll in and out to it, but it wouldn't let me come back. I came back and the whole live was gone. I think YouTube's glitching today. I don't know what the deal is. So, all right. So far, we got one vote boat, one vote bank. I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow. The votes are tied. So, yeah, I am going to fish tomorrow, regardless. It's just a matter of when, why, where, and how. So, if I boat fish, I'm more mobile. The problem with the boat right now, honestly, my biggest drawback right now on the boat is the boat ramp itself. I had one hell of a time the other day getting the boat on and off the trailer at the boat ramp. There is like a 4-foot deep hole in the boat ramp right now because the water's super low. So they actually had to move the boat launch. And where they moved it to, there's a giant hole. So when you back the boat in, the left-hand side drops into that hole. And it's a pain in the ass because the left-hand side of the trailer is underwater. The right-hand side of the trailer is not in the water enough yet to get the boat on and off. So it was kind of a pain in the butt. And then if I move over, if I move the boat over a little bit, or the truck and the trailer over a little bit, it's a bitch because I got to back the truck so far into the water that getting out of the truck, I open the door and I step into freaking ankle deep water right out of the gate. So that's the one reason I'm hesitant to drop the boat in the water tomorrow. The only other lakes I could go to that are open is there's one other lake tomorrow that's open in San Diego. The rest of them are all closed until the weekend, Friday through Sunday. So the only other lake I can go to tomorrow is probably going to be super busy because it's right in the middle of the city. There's like condos on the freaking one bank line. So it's hard to hard to justify going down there and all that traffic and that chaos with all those people and paying freaking, it's double the gas money to get there. Well, almost triple because it takes me almost a full tank to get down there and back. Plus, it's going to be a zoo. So, I don't know. So far, I got three votes for bank fishing. So, I think bank fishing might be the thing tomorrow. I mean, the water level's so low in the lake that it's even hard to fish from the boat because all of my spots that I had marked out and plotted out in the fish finder are now out of the water. So I'm relearning the whole freaking lake because the whole lake is new now. I mean, I had some of the offshore, like the deeper rock piles and things like that marked out. But even those rock piles that were like underwater are now exposed. What bait am I going to run? For cat tomorrow, I have a little secret mixture of something that I'm going to try up. It's in the fridge marinating. I'll probably throw the little secret bait that I got marinating in there. And it's somebody else's. If it was just me, if it was my little bait, I would, not worry about it. But somebody else gave me their recipe. So without their permission, I'm not going to put out their recipe. You know what I mean? That'd be kind of a jerk move. So, okay, somebody's asking if I watch Dragon Ball. That tells me right there you're a little kid. Is anybody in here with a wrench? Real, are you still here? I want somebody to check out that channel and tell me if that's a little kid or not. Yeah, okay, cool. Real. This little ultimate warrior, will you check their channel and see if they're a little kid? Please. They've made a couple of comments now that tell me that they're way underage. Okay. That tells me that. That tells me they're a child. Oh, look, it's the boy that likes getting fucking pounded by freaking Diddy. Guys, we got a troll in the chat. You know how that goes. You know the rules on that. Feel free to say anything and everything that you want to the trolls. 4 sub with no videos or any content. Okay. Yeah, that tells me it's a child. So, this is definitely not a child-friendly chat. So, I reset a bunch of Nightbot stuff, you guys, last night. I figured out some really cool stuff. Hey, how do you pronounce it? Is it Taish? With the floating heart. Appreciate that. I reset. Okay, Nightbot is dropping things right close together. So I don't know. I don't know if you guys notice the streams that use Nightbot. A lot of times, Nightbot will drop stuff like right next to each other in the chat. And I went through last night and kind of reset everything. I used all prime numbers so that the drops and all that on the timers should never coincide or be within like 5 to 6 minutes of each other. So, yeah, we'll see how it goes. We'll see what Nightbot does tonight. So far, it just dropped 2 close together, but I think that should be the only time it does it, according to the statistics and all that I figured out last night. So, anyway, enough about Nightbot. So let's see. I missed a couple of chats, I think. Appreciate everyone tuning in. Oh, that's Nightbot. I'm reading Nightbot. If you're a child, you leave this chat with a few emotional scars. You are exactly right. You are 100% right, small bass. And if you're a troll, you're going to leave here with emotional damage because I always think it's funny. These trolls are like, oh, well, we're making you mad. No, you're not. You're actually helping the chat rhythm and the chat metrics. And we're laughing at you. You're kind of making our day. All right. So I was talking earlier about like we keep getting pop ups that say like, start a poll or whatever. The last one that just now popped up while I was talking about the trolls was, do you read the shampoo bottle? Like, come on, man. Like, where are they coming up with this shit? The little Q&As they want you to pop up are getting as bad as like the Chinese fortune cookies are. I got a fortune cookie. Last time I went and got Chinese food, one of my fortune cookies said, if you hire a lawyer, money will go away. No shit. Thank you, Captain Obvious. Like, I didn't know that if I hired a lawyer, I'd lose money. Unless they make me millions on whatever case I'm freaking suing on. But, I mean, come on, man. Like, where do they come up with this crap? I don't understand it. All right, so what are you guys off? What's all your plans for the weekend? You guys fishing this weekend or what? I know that Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we're supposed to get rain. So, dog's just staring a hole through you on outside. Yeah, that's the reason I put a dog door in. What is there for hunting in California? Well, that's kind of an oddball question, or not an oddball question. It's a good question, but it's an oddball answer because California could be split into like 3 different states. So, oh, that's right. You guys are supposed to be getting hammered with that gnarly ass storm this week. I'll tell you what, Real. Hold on, Will. I'll answer your question here in just a second. Real. If you know any electricians, have them put in a freaking generator outlet into your main panel or a generator inlet. It won't help you this weekend, but I had my buddy put in an inlet into my main, electrical panel in the house. So now when we lose power, I just plug in a freaking plug from the generator and turn the generator on, and we have power. It takes me 2 minutes to repower up when we lose power. So anyway, Will, on your question about what is our hunt in California, so it's kind of a weird answer because California's split. Like, I mean, you could honestly make 3 different states out of it, and each one would be different. Northern California, there's I think some parts of Central. There's pigs, turkey. They have mule deer and black-tailed deer up there. Whole bunch of birds. There is elk up in the northern end of California, and bear. You can shoot bears, black bears up there. Down here in Southern California, we're pretty much limited to, small game, rabbits, coyote. You cannot shoot any of the cat species, mountain lions, bobcats, any of those. And we have the southern mule deer, which are like a smaller subspecies of regular mule deer. And then, quail, pigeon, turkey, duck. That's about it. Northern California has a lot more than we do down here in Southern California. But then again, they're closer to, the Rocky Mountains, So I believe I know there's bighorn sheep down here in Southern California, but I'm pretty sure you can't hunt them. So it's a whole different world between here and, Northern California. Whitetail and turkey. See, I want to hunt whitetail because we don't have them here. From what I understand, the whitetails are a lot more spooky than the mule deer, and they're a lot more cautious. Down here where I'm at, people always want to be like, oh, you're moving too much or you're talking too much or whatever when I'm hunting on a live. What they don't realize is that the area I've been hunting, there is so many hikers and mountain bikers and church groups and Boy Scout camps and school field trips and all that into that area that the deer are used to seeing and hearing people. So, yeah, they still, keep your distance, and if they see you, they'll run. Hey, Jeff, welcome in. But you can get away with a little more movement and a little more, noise and stuff like that because they're so used to seeing people all year round. When it snows up in the deer woods here, the deer know that there's going to be like 8 billion people showing up. So yeah, and see, the deer do know like deer season here, on public land and all that, and they do get a little more spooky come the first week of September. But they start seeing activity in places where there's no activity most of the year, so they start figuring out and picking it up on it. Do a duck hunt this weekend? Nice. That would be nice. Hey, Josie. Yeah, Josie, I don't know what the hell happened. I went to send you a text to tell you we were live because I'm pretty sure that you probably didn't get the notification. And there's people asking where you were at. And so I swiped out real quick, sent the text, came back, and it wouldn't let me back into that live. So, oh, yeah, you guys. So Josie always mentions that to me as well. Like, hey, Ryan, what happened? What happening, brother? What's happening? Um, yeah, no notification. Okay. So yeah, Will, Josie was talking about that too. Like she says she gets like 20 to 25 yard shooting lanes when she's out deer hunting because it's so thick. And then she was watching my lives and was like, "Damn, it's like wide open out there." So we definitely have, depending on where you go, different terrain. So yeah, Josie made it. She didn't get the notification, so that's all good though. I should have sent it before I went live to her because I told Josie that I would send her a text when I was going live because I know she doesn't get the notifications all of a sudden. So that was my fault for waiting. But I figured we'd just kind of hang out tonight and shoot the shit. I'm debating on where I'm going to fish tomorrow. Yeah, who invited her, man? There's no giveaway for her to win. Actually, guys, the giveaway's coming close. We're getting real close. I was at like under 15 people last time I checked. Actually, somebody type in my stats for me. Josie, you know how to do it. Let's see how close we are to the 1,500 subscriber giveaway, guys. Because we were, I think the next fishing live stream is going to put us over the top for that. So we'll, what we're going to do is we're going to plan the, hey, Mrs. Scooter's here. Welcome in. Yeah, you got to do the whole channel name. We're going to plan the giveaway for an afternoon when Mrs. SoCal is here. Okay, 1480. So we're 20 away. We're 20 away. But what we're going to do is we're going to be, appreciate that, Mrs. Scooter. Appreciate it. We're going to be doing the giveaway on a day when Mrs. SoCal can be here for it and be part of it. And I was kind of wanting to ask everybody anyway, what do you guys think? Would you guys prefer an evening, a morning, or an afternoon for the giveaway? What you got? What do you mean for the giveaway? I'm not going to tell. tell you guys as I'm giving it away. I can tell you there's a couple of prizes in there that will be members only. Just as a little extra thank you to the people that are members of the channel. Oh, maybe I missed something because I just saw a wheel pop up with a 375 Winchester. There will be a couple prizes in there that are members only, and they're going to be pretty fucking badass. But like I've been saying for a while, the 1,500 subscriber giveaway is not going to be huge. You know, it's going to be smaller than the 1,000, but there's going to be some cool stuff in it. So if it's a weekday, I'd say later. Well, I'm thinking a weekend. I'm thinking like. Oh no, that's fine, man. That's fine, small bass. I'm thinking like a Sunday. I think doing it on like a Sunday. I don't know, like with time zones being so weird, it's hard to say like, you know, I want to do it at 10 my time because that's, you know, what, 11, 12, 1 East Coast. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Would like an afternoon, early evening, or a morning be better? What would you guys want? Because this is all about the subscribers to the channel. So, because I wouldn't be able to do this giveaway without the subscribers, you know, which are all you guys. So, and I greatly appreciate all you guys that have helped me get this channel up to where it's at. Rob says morning. So, kind of what I was thinking was like mid-morning my time, which would put it like early afternoon. For like East Coast, and then late morning for Midwest. But I mean, we got a minute to figure it out. It's not going to be like the day we hit 1,500. You know, we're gonna 1,500 is the trigger to actually start the countdown for the giveaway. And like I said, we're gonna plan it for a day when Mrs. SoCal could be here. Oh, real? Okay, nice. Okay, sweet. That's awesome. Appreciate that. Oh man, you guys, what a day it's been. This whole bank card thing like threw me for a loop. I don't know if you guys saw the community post that I put up, but I woke up this morning to my phone ringing early as hell this morning. And I didn't recognize the number, so I just let it go to voicemail, turned it over, went back to bed. Woke up and I had a text message and another call from that same number. So I looked at it and I read the visual voicemail thing on the voicemail that number had left, and it was saying that, you know, this is the fraud department with the San Diego County Credit Union, and we need to talk to you about, you know, charges on your debit card. And I was like, wait a minute, that sounds like a full-on scam, you know? So I looked up the phone number, and sure as shit, it is the fraud division at the bank. So I called it, and there was like 9 charges that somebody had tried to go through today, all in different states. And none of them were me. So somebody tried to charge thousands of dollars to my card at places like Walmart, TikTok, Temu, something that sounded like an Army Navy surplus store, and a few other places. So I had to deal with that all morning, trying to get that all cleared up. Thankfully, my bank, the credit union, is badass, and those charges were immediately flagged as suspicious, and none of them went through. So thank God they didn't get the money out of my account. But that was a little wake up call that got to make sure you know where you're sticking your card nowadays, because you know, these little skimmers are everywhere. Yeah, it wouldn't take long to spend thousands at Walmart, but like, dude, come on, you know? One charge was for like $930 something. The other one was for like 1,700. And what they were doing is it sounded like they were trying to buy it, buy their Amazon cart, their online shopping cart. So, um, you know, I got lucky because of the fraud on my bank. They're on that shit. So for the next 10 to 14 days, I'm stuck without a bank card, which means if I want to spend money, I got to go into the actual bank and get cash out. So, problem with that is it's kind of ironic. I don't have enough gas in the truck right now to make it to the bank. So, it's kind of a catch 22. It's like, I mean, I could throw it all on a credit card, but then I'm paying, 30% interest on a fucking tank of gas and all that, and I don't want to do that. So, I don't know what I'm going to do. I might just have Mrs. SoCal stop tomorrow on her way home from work at the ATM and pull me out some cash for the next couple of weeks. Because, like, it's $38 to launch the boat. Can't do that without my card. Because, normally I just pay with my credit card at the boat ramp or the lake's little office thing where you pay all your fees. But, everything I normally don't carry cash on me. So, more reason to bank fish, right? Well, bank fishing, it's what, still $23 or something? Yeah, 23 bucks to bank fish it. But whatever, it is what it is. Because it's like $13 for the lake fishing permit and then $10 for parking. So, and then the boat launch is $15, which is absolutely fucking ridiculous. So, and I agree with you, Josie. People are fucking dickheads. Not sometimes, all the times. Yeah, it's ridiculous to charge that much to fish. On top of the fact that the California fishing licenses here, we're only allowed 2 rods. Okay, unless you're fishing saltwater, then it's unlimited. However, if you catch a rockfish, then your unlimited rod count goes down to 1 rod. Hey, Ponch, welcome in. So, for the California sport fishing license, which gives you 1 rod, freshwater only, and then the saltwater stamp, which gives you your saltwater license, is like $74. My second rod stamp, if I want to fish with 2 rods, is $20. So it brings my fishing license this year up to $94. And then every time I go to the lake, I got to spend $30+ to fish. So you figure my fishing license plus 1 fishing trip is $120 just in fees on the very first trip. It's outrageous here. Absolutely outrageous in this state. So usually $7 at the lake, 10% of the state park. What do you mean 10% of the state parks? Like only 10% of the state parks charge or what? 7 rods there? I know there's a lot of places where the rod counts are like super high. Now, bass fishing, 15 hooks. Damn. Is that per rod or is that total between all 7 rods? Because I know here, California, it's 2 hooks per rod, total of 4 hooks. Only a small amount charge. Okay, yeah. Now here, the state parks and the county parks that have lakes on them usually charge more. like Lake Murray, which is like right smack dab in the middle of the freaking concrete jungle city. I think they're $11 to launch the boat, $11 for a fishing permit, and no parking fee. So I was thinking about the lifetime hunting and fishing license. The problem is there is no discount for it. You're basically paying for every single year up front. California's lifetime fishing license, if you're a kid, it's not bad. It's like $1,000. But for me, for my lifetime, for the second rod, the saltwater, the regular fishing license, I'm looking at almost $2,000. And I'm not going to be in California long enough to justify, basically at this rate right now, 20 years of fishing licenses. Yeah, if I would have got it when I was a kid, hey, right on, enjoy, real. Like $765 for an adult there. Yeah, see, that's what it is here for a kid. Hey, you out of here, small bass? Right on, man. Have a good night. We'll be fishing tomorrow, guys, so look for the live stream tomorrow. I'll be running Starlink for that because I'll be at the home lake. So, prices here are crazy. Absolutely crazy. Everything here is crazy. Housing, food, gas, groceries. Well, I just said food and groceries are the same thing. Even like McDonald's, okay? Everybody's got McDonald's. Like McDonald's is nation or worldwide. So you go to McDonald's. You remember they used to have the dollar menu, right? You get like the McDouble, which is just a double cheeseburger with only one piece of cheese. They used to be like 99 cents. Now they're $7. A freaking Big Mac combo is going to cost you $21 after tax and shit. And that's all because of the fast food employees out here. The minimum wage for a fast food joint is $20. But you can start out your local plumber or electrician at, $16. It's fucking ridiculous. $1,200 land tax for 10 acres. That ain't bad comparatively. I know Texas, their property taxes are outrageous. Our property tax here is pretty high too, and they're trying to get rid of. There was a thing years ago, it was Prop 13, which basically grandfathered in all residential properties to the tax rate of what you paid for the house. And they're trying to get rid of that so that they can up your taxes to the current market value. That means a lot of people would lose their homes because a lot of people that are covered under that Prop 13 thing are now retired and living on pension or Social Security or whatever, and that would take their property taxes to up to like 70 times what they are now. Because if you bought your house, like for instance, my grandparents bought their house for $12,000, and when they sold it for $980. So the person that bought the house is now paying property taxes on a value of $980, which if they would have overturned that Prop 13 thing, my grandparents who bought their house for $12,500 would have upped their property tax value to the $980. How do you justify that for somebody on Social Security or pension or whatever that's already paid off their house and they're just paying property tax? It's ridiculous. But we're going to get away from the political shit because otherwise I'll punch my phone and want to shoot somebody. So tomorrow, guys, I think I'm gonna bank fish it tomorrow. Um, I think I'll bank fish tomorrow. I really want to be on the boat, but bank fishing seems to be the better option right now. Um, less mobile. I got to pack all my shit in and out of the lake that way. You know, on the boat, I can just throw everything in the boat and it's already there. All I got to do is unload the boat and go. You know, Starlink's already on it. Freaking everything's already there. So we'll see. But I'm most likely going to bank fish it tomorrow. I don't see it being worth bass fishing because the bass right now are just absolutely freaking sluggish and not chasing bait. Um, so I don't think it's worth throwing baits at bass that aren't going to bite the baits. Integra Boy said he still hasn't caught a fish in 2026 yet. I'm only one fish ahead of you there, bud. It's been brutal. It's been brutal. The bite out here for bass is just dead. I'm sure I could go to like San Vicente or Lake Murray or Miramar or any of those that allow live bait. Buy some shiners and just, fly a line of shiner out there and get, some bass. But I don't want to go into the city. I hate being in the city. I live on the east end of the mountains in San Diego. And I always joke to my wife, like, I hate going past, there's a little town called Pine Valley that my buddy lives in. And that's on the west side of the mountain. And even there, what the hell? I just got a pop up that said my Wi-Fi is not working. My power didn't go out because the light's still going out here. Oh, you're in NorCal? Whereabouts? I got friends and family up in NorCal. My little niece is working up in, what the hell's the name of the little town up there? I forget. Oh, you're in Sacramento. Okay. So my little niece is a little bit northeast of you right now doing the CAL FIRE training. She was going to go, forestry. She's going to go she's at the forestry training up there. And she ended up on the fire crew. So pretty badass. I wish somebody would have told me about that program when I was, right out of high school, that you can get paid to go live up in the redwoods and learn a freaking government funded job like forestry where they pay you to freaking go out and maintain, trails and lakes and rivers and streams and all that kind of stuff. I mean, I wish I would have known because I would have jumped on that in a heartbeat. Nobody told me about that one. Nobody told me that was an option, man. But it's so badass what she's doing. She loves it. She absolutely loves it up there. She's right there in the freaking redwoods. So, forget the name of the freaking town. I know it. She's right up there in the Mendocino area. So, up in the Emerald Triangle. But it's freaking badass up there. I would have loved to have known that when I was 18 that you could join up with forestry and they pay you for your training and your schooling. And once you're done with your training and your schooling and all that, you're basically just certified and you continue doing the job, but you just get paid more. I mean, that would have been badass. Right, high school should have told us those options, Like, you remember career day in high school, right? Where they had like all these different freaking, it was basically like a trade show. Would come into the schools and be like, talk about all the different job opportunities and, all that. I wish they would have had like, forestry, because I would have jumped on that in a freaking heartbeat. We had like, join the military or, come work at freaking US Bank. Come on, where was the option for like forestry or fish and game or, shit? That would have been badass. I could have gladly been freaking forest ranger. I don't know if I'd want to be fish and game, but forest ranger or a sniper. Like, where was sniper school? How come they didn't tell us that you can get in as like a freaking police sniper? Dare. Remember that shit? Dare to keep the kids off drugs. Yeah, my ass. I think all Dare did was like made kids want to fucking try shit. I don't know any kid that went through the Dare programs and stuff and like didn't come out a crackhead or freaking smoking weed or a total alcoholic. That was one of those like, I mean, I get where they were coming from and I agree with the principle of it, but the execution was shit. Then you saw like the Dare stickers and Dare shirts and all that all over the place. I thought that was a joke. All right, guys, give me 2 seconds. I gotta go grab a drink. Give me a second here. I'll be right back. All right. I had to go check on Mrs. SoCal real quick, too. She's passed the fuck out. So, Mrs. SoCal's been having to get up for work at like 2 in the morning. So, I went and checked on her real quick. She's out like a light. Dare was like a how-to, right? Yeah, Dare was like, okay, these are the best drugs. Try these. Shrooms are better than acid, but acid's better than weed. Damn, where'd everybody go? I think because I started the other live and it died on me, YouTube's not pushing out this live. But whatever it is, what it is. We're hanging out, chilling. If I wasn't live right now, I'd be sitting on the couch freaking in the dark playing stupid video games on the phone. So I figure I might as well just hang out with you guys rather than, sitting in the house doing nothing. Mrs. SoCal's asleep, so it's not like I can do anything, to make any noise or anything. So I figure I might as well just sit out in the backyard, blow the fish whistle, and hang out with you guys. I really want tomorrow to be the day that I get that freaking lake record. I really want that lake record cat. We'll see how it goes, but nothing's been biting lately. I did get a little small cat last time I was there, but I want a big old fat lake record, so we'll see what happens. We will see what happens. Where is everybody? Fishing Friday? Nice. Very nice. What are you doing in the machine shop? I got a buddy that works for a fab shop. They build trophy trucks. And he's always talking about how fucking every time one of the teams takes their truck out, they break like all kinds of shit. He's so sick of cutting out and replacing parts of the frame and the roll cages that it's like he's almost over it with that team. I need to actually get my truck in. I want to kind of do a little bit of stuff to my truck. I want to mill the heads a little bit and kind of do a few other things to my truck just to make it a little more quick. But at the same point, like I don't want to really start screwing with it until I buy another truck, because right when you start doing that kind of stuff is when you start inviting problems. So I do want to redo the suspension on my truck all around, just because it's time. It's time to do it. Man, I don't know what happened to everybody. There's only 2 people watching. Who's here? I know Will's hanging out. Who else is here? Let your presence be known. What, dude? No, stop. No. Oh, really? Nice. Okay. Nice. I'm thinking about doing a turbo setup on my truck. Just cause, like, why not? I know it freaking drops the lifespan of my motor down, like, to nothing. But I really want to twin turbo my truck. I think once I buy a new truck, I'm going to drop a new motor in this truck. I haven't decided, because I'm not going to trade it in or anything. I'm going to keep the truck that I got now. But I haven't decided whether I want to go like street car or trophy truck style with it. I mean, trophy truck style would be badass, but yeah, the salt on the roads freaking destroys your vehicles. But then again, like, I destroy vehicles, so. Oh yeah, I've seen some of the vehicles that come out of the East Coast where they salt the roads and shit, and it just absolutely destroys it. People that live like down at the beach, they get the salt air that eats their vehicles too, and they don't understand it. So if you're buying a used car in California, don't buy anything that lived its life within like 30 miles of the coast. Otherwise, you're buying the freaking rust bucket. All right. Man, I don't know what happened to everybody. This is kind of odd. The other live, we had people in. Now all of a sudden, there's like nobody showing up. But there's a bunch of other people live right now, so everybody's probably hanging out watching other people fish. I know, I think Cindy's fishing right now. And Crappy Man, he's done being live by now. It's like 9, almost 10 o'clock his time, so. But whatever, it is what it is. I got nothing else to do tonight. I mean, it's only 6:45, so it's not like I want to go to sleep yet. I get it. Mrs. SoCal's already in bed asleep, but she wakes up at 2 o'clock in the morning for work, so, you know. And being asleep by now, she at least gets a decent night's sleep when she's got to wake up at 2 a.m. because she's got to be at work at just before 5. So it's an hour and a half drive to get there. So anyway, so tomorrow, yeah, East Coast, 3-hour difference. Yeah. Tomorrow, I think I'm going to focus strictly on catfish, which kind of hurts because, I'm a bass fisherman at heart, but I know the bass aren't biting, so might as well go try to catch some cats. I want to try out this bait that I was told about. Dog Tags gave me his secret bait, so I got it marinating in the fridge right now. So we'll see what happens with it tomorrow. There is a little lake down in the desert that the water temperature stays higher. So there's a chance I might go down there and fish that. But we'll see tomorrow. It's going to be a game time decision tomorrow. What I'm going to do is I'm going to wake up, look at the weather, and see which lake looks like it's going to be the better option, wind and weather-wise, because I'm sick of the wind. I'm sick of trying to fish in the wind. We've had like 30 and 40 mile an hour gusts here for most of the year already, or most of 2026. So it just ain't worth fishing in that. But we'll see what happens. But anyway, right now there's like showing like freaking nobody really here. Will's the only one really hanging out, which I greatly appreciate you. But I'm going to call it real quick. I'm going to call it for a little bit. I'm going to end the live. I'm going to kind of scroll around YouTube and see who else is live and go see what other chats are going on and hang out in somebody else's chat. Show some love to some other channels for a bit. But I might come back live here in a little bit. We'll see what's up. But either way, I'll be fishing tomorrow. So I'll definitely be live tomorrow fishing. So we'll see you guys in a little bit or on the next channel that we find. Peace.